Well, good morning everybody. Josh here with Josh's Lawn and Landscape. Thank y'all again for tuning into the video and taking the time out to watch. Thank you to all my subscribers. I think I just got a recent notification for a new subscriber. I believe was Umberto. I think is how you would pronounce it. It's Humberto. Got a notification for that, so welcome to the channel. And to everybody else who's recently subscribed, again, thank you. Y'all noticed in my last video that I mentioned that the John Deere was down, and it appears that the middle spindle on the deck has basically started to go out. It was still working in lighter grass, but as soon as you got into a little bit thicker grass, it sounded like I was calling turkeys. It was slipping and chirping in there. So the belt and everything looked good, so I've got it in the shop. I'm actually on my way to a local dealer to pick up some parts, and I think I'm going to go ahead and actually replace all three of the spindles. I might just keep the other two for spares in case of an emergency, if I can't afford to buy one and I got to have one. But I think I'm just going to go, because typically with stuff like that, like stress points or torque points on a piece of equipment, if you have one go out and you replace it, sometimes when it's performing more efficiently than another one, you put more stress on another part, and shortly after that sometimes it goes out as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and knock them all out. Like I say, I got right at 1,300 hours on the mower, and they're all original spindles, so can't complain about one of them going out. And that's what I'm getting into. Like I said, I got it in the shop, and I'll do a quick little show video of it. I've already taken the pulleys off the top and the blades and everything loose from the bottom. I've just actually got to take the spindle assemblies apart, or take them loose from the deck itself. So going to pick that up this morning. And again, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button down at the bottom, and leave me a thumbs up on the video, and I'll try to get some footage of the repair on the mower and talk about it kind of before and after, and hopefully get to cut some grass today too, because it's supposed to have scattered showers again, pretty much on and off all day. So maybe I can squeeze some mowing in between showers after I get the John Deere fixed. So gonna do that, and I may pick up a couple additional things for it while I'm at the dealer. So y'all have to wait and see if I do that. So stick around, I'll be back. All right, y'all. So just left the dealer, picked up some stuff. So I'll turn the camera around real quick and let you show you what I got. And we're gonna update and dress up the John Deere a little bit today. So nothing too serious, but I'm just gonna show you these boxes here. I got three of the spindle assemblies. Picked me up a grease gun, a couple of tubes of the lithium grease, and two new front caster wheels. So I still got the original ones on it. They're getting slick in a couple of places, and one of them actually has a bent rim, and it's got some shimmy into it. And so I'm gonna replace those and the spindles, and then I might stick around maybe later this week or in the next week or two. I might purchase me a set of the Z-Glide forks. If any of you have those, let me know what your thoughts are on them, and anything I can do to improve the ride on the mower, give it a shot. So I was thinking about getting a set today, but they didn't have them here at the dealer, so they got them at my other dealer closer to where I work at normally. So I'll look into that probably in the next week or so, and yeah, we're gonna go back and do a little work on the Deere, and let y'all see what it looks like. So y'all stick around. All right, y'all. So I'm back here in the shop. As you can see, got the pulleys and stuff off, and got my little 3/8 drive impact 1/2 inch socket and extension, and I've already replaced the bad one. Pretty simple. Spindle assembly. Here's the new ones. Pretty much everything's there, even the shield on the bottom, grease fittings in the top, and so all I got to do is take each one of these little lock nuts loose all the way around, and it just kind of drops out the bottom, and then you slide a new one up in there and tighten it back down. So it's a pretty simple process, and I'm gonna see if I can set this up to show you one of them here, and then we will get back to maybe cutting some grass if I don't get rained on. So here we go. With this bracket and everything here, I'm just going to have to get the ratchet drive, or just hand ratchet, and break these loose, and then I'll slide them back in there. I'll probably do this with an air ratchet. That's okay, it's just these two. Not that much to them. So, loosen that up. Set that bracket right there to the side. Just loose enough where I take it off with my hand, and I hold on to the spindle, and then just it's on there pretty good. Boy, I hate when these things get stuck on there like that. But there we go. And voila. Spindle assembly out the bottom. New assembly. Slide it back up in there. Set this bracket back down on here. And what I'll do is I'll take this, put it back on the air ratchet. And I only turn this on about the mid torque setting, not the highest. And these are not. Drop that on there. Set these other ones. far down as they'll go. And then we'll get these good and snugged up on the other side. That one good and snug. And there you go. So there it is. New spindle installed. Pretty quick process after you get the pulleys and stuff off. So I got my pulley right there. Slide it back on here. And put the blade back on the bottom. And get the belt installed. And I'm going to change this other one out. And once we get it changed out, I'll do the front wheels. Also have these to replace. Pretty simple on these. Just simply take the bolt out. It's a whole assembly and put the new one on. So this wheel on this side, if you can see right there. Nope, sorry. Different part. Right there. I never figured out what did it, but something hit this lip and bent it all the way back against the tire, which has made the tire wobble a little bit, which I believe has finally caused this seal up under here to start leaking, probably just from vibration of the tire wobbling with it being bent. Because what it should look like is this right here, and it's got a lip all the way around it. But this lip is bent back up against the tire, which you can see. So, got me a new pair of those. These are all original, so were the spindles. So, almost 1,300 hours. It's been good stuff. Can't complain. Gonna get it changed out and show you what it looks like when it's back together. So, stick around. Well, alright. As you can see, I got the pulleys back on. Belts back on. Got it tight, but nothing's ever as easy as you'd like it to be in most cases, or either you just don't make assumptions. So as you can see, I still got it up on the Mojack, and as I went to put the blades back on, I had replaced the bolts in my old spindles at one time that came out, and it would appear that the old spindles and the new spindles are threaded differently. Because you hand thread this thing in and you don't even get a full turn, and it just locks down like it's in a bind. And I don't want to run it up in there and strip it out, so we got to get some new bolts. Well, hello again. As you can tell, I'm back in the truck and heading back uptown. See if I can. I got a description of the bolts that's supposed to go with that spindle from the parts diagram I found a copy of. So, going to run uptown and grab me a bite of lunch and see if I can pick up the bolts. And just gonna pick up 6 of them, so that way I have extras if any of them get messed up or get lost somehow. You know, you never know. So keep some extras. And it's starting to rain a little bit, if you can't tell, but we'll see. Get the Deere fixed. Maybe it'll stay over this way. It's not raining back at the shop and down below the shop where I've got to go mow, so maybe it'll be clear that way the rest of the day, or at least long enough for me to get one of my yards done, and we'll have the Deere back up and running today, and we'll put it out there and see how it does. Got some thick grass to cut again, so maybe I can get some good footage on that if the rain holds out for me. So I'm gonna pick these bolts up, pick me up some lunch, and finish fixing the Deere, and hopefully be able to cut some grass. Y'all stick around. All right, so you can see I got the new caster wheels on the front, and you can see where this one, where the lip was bent. Y'all seriously have no idea how that happened, and it was so bad. As you can see, when I took it out, this bearing and bushing are in the middle, it just fell out when the tire fell over. So this one's actually still intact, but on this one here, this one's still okay. But you can see where that one just fell out, I guess from it wobbling when this got bent. But two brand new ones on there, nice and shiny. They won't be for long. Still heavily considering in the next week or so getting the Z-Glides forks for the front. I've got to take this one off regardless and replace this seal. You can see where the grease is starting to come out the bottom, and again, I think that's just from this shaking back and forth. But just for reference, these are 15/16 the bolt and the nut for these, so you can take a 15/16 socket and wrench, and you can either do it with an impact or a ratchet, but and that'll take these out and pull the bolt out. And it's got two little sleeves here, caps that go on either side of it, so make sure you put those back on before you tighten this back up. I think that's to protect the bearings and stuff in there from when you tighten it up. And everything on these pulleys, these bolts here, and the lock nuts on the spindle assemblies, these are all 1/2 inch. So I took these loose and tightened them with the 3/8 air ratchet. So I seriously think you can, if you've got all your parts and you're ready to go when you start, you can jack this thing up and change all 3 of these spindles in less than 30 minutes. Taking the pulleys off, belt loose, putting the new ones in, put it back together, and be ready to go. So I think tomorrow or the next day I might also pick up the tensioner spring, because that is another original part that it seems to be getting a little looser. I noticed when I'm loosening it to take the belt off. So it's only, I think it's like $25 or $30 for that big spring there, and that's the original one. So just dressing it up a little bit, and I think even these 2 rollers and the back roller there in the middle are all original. So these have been replaced on the outside one time, I think. So it's been a good machine, good and sturdy. Again, it's 1,288 hours, so almost 1,300 hours. So I got new spindles, new front caster wheels. These are the no flats. I didn't go with the twills. The twills were about $75 more a piece than these, and I've gotten, as you can tell, plenty of use out of them. So it's rolling, got it hooked up, going to run up here and give it a test run and some thick stuff up at on my father-in-law's property here, or just below where our house is at, and see how it does before I go try to stick it in the yard. So y'all stick around and see if I can get some mowing footage. Well, this is how you test out the new spindles. This stuff is not much taller, a good foot taller than the top of this foot plate here. It's a nice good feel to it. So let's see if we can cut it and see how it does. Alright y'all, I wanted to hop off the mower. So this is a single pass. This is no double cutting. You can see what's being cut down. Some of this stuff, stalks right at or just over waist high. Some of this is one pass, about half speed with the John Deere. So, and it's taking it all the way down to 3 inches. You can see slinging some good clippings out of there. And not too many, but just a few stragglers. You're gonna have that with this. I don't care what you're cutting with, you're gonna have a handful of them. But y'all may have heard me say it before, I'll put the John Deere deck, the 7-iron Pro deck, up against just about basically anything in the business, because this is what it'll do. And I think this is as good as any other deck, whether it's Skag, Toro, Exmark, Wright, don't matter. I think that's as good as it's just gonna do for a single pass in this kind of stuff with reasonable speed. So extra thick, y'all. Hope you like it. Let me know what you think. Well, alright y'all, got the Deere fixed. Y'all seen the footage from testing it out. So got some rain rolling in, so I'm gonna wrap this one up, and if I get a chance I might get some more footage and make another little short video cutting some grass. You see what it's doing. Looks like it's doing real good to me. Let me know what y'all think. Knocking that thick stuff down in that field. Pretty good cut for a single pass. Y'all kind of see from the point of view how fast I was going. I think that's a pretty good pace through there for as thick as that stuff is. But again, that's my opinion. So hope the footage and discussion on the spindle assembly replacement maybe is helpful for somebody. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and if you haven't yet, again, like I said at the beginning of the video, hit that subscribe button, leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know what y'all think. And yes, thank y'all for tuning in, and everybody who has subscribed recently to the channel. And y'all be careful out there, be safe, be kind, be blessed, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks everybody.